No, I don't think anybody, I can't say everybody, I mean, there are some people who agree with the judgment, and they're welcome to their opinion, you know. And myself and many people feel that Kenneth Deer was a quality candidate. He won. It's the second time he's won. He's won before. He left council not because he was defeated. He left because he wanted to further his own development, and he's done that. You know, I think it's a loss that he's not on council. Now, it's unfortunate that the person who brought up the complaint waited till after he got elected. The complaint should have been made the moment he was accepted to be on, and this is a problem, I think, in the system. I think there should have been. I think if you're going to complain about somebody who's running, it should be done right before the election. You have maybe 5 days, 7 days to make that complaint. You shouldn't have the leeway. Why wait till a person is elected before you make that?
And I think that maybe there should be something in there saying that if you're in, you're in, and then and that's it. If the electoral officer, unless he blatantly makes it like some decision that it is so asinine that it's so obvious that you're not going to. That there is an appeal system of it, but in this case, like I said, it's iffy. I think that if I was sitting on the other side, and possibly nobody knew what was going to happen, whether it was going to be a by-election or the next person who was on, who got the votes was automatically going to get in. Nobody knew what that was, and right now we're still up in the air as to what exactly is going to happen.
Well, I think the person you'd have to ask the person who made the complaint to find out why that person did what she did.
And if she wants to come on the record, give me a call.
But what has happened though is that now there'll be a by-election, and this starts a whole new can of worms. All right. If there is going to be a by-election, who's going to be the electoral officer? Will it be Lindsay? I understand that Lindsay's waiting until he sees the written judgment, which should be out in another week or two. I don't know how. And then he'll decide whether he'll want to be the
Lindsay run.
Yeah. Now the thing is, with Lindsay's elected in that position, so I think he should take it. He should continue.
It's not over till it's over, right?
And that's right. And if he steps down, will there be another? You have to vote for another
one, or does Arlene automatically?
Or does the MCK appoint another electoral officer? And if they appoint, is there rules for that? And if there's no rules for that,
then what do you?
Then will somebody protest that election?
Exactly. And we're gonna. It goes on.
And then because it's a whole new election, anybody who's qualified can run, and the electoral officer has to deal with that. Keith Weil may run in this by-election. Other people who didn't run in the first election may want to run. Warren Lahesh may decide to run again. I understand that he's not interested. I've heard, but that's not the point. The point is that a by-election is an entirely new election. My understanding is anybody who's qualified can be nominated.
And it's not just the candidates who ran the first time.
That's right. And it's not like because Kenneth Deer was knocked off that the next guy on the totem pole goes up.
But I think some people might have thought that.
It's possible, but there's a reason to that. And this is exactly the reason why you don't do that. Yeah. Because people will, the 12th person that gets elected can cause problems for the election, just so that 12th person can get on.
When was the last time we had a by-election?
Wow, I think there was a tie at one many years ago. I think was it Nuji? And,
did we have a by-election with Melvin?
I can't remember that. I don't remember that. It's possible. But anyway, this is if people think that it's only those that ran last time will run. I said no. This is a whole new election. And if Keith Weil runs, then the electoral office have to make another decision on whether to allow Keith to run or not. And then you might have another. Injunction or lawsuit. What could happen is it's just like a soap opera. You never know.
I hope.
Tune in next week.
I hope the community, as far as the Justice Act, that they do take your advice, because I think that it's a sentiment of myself also that take your time. Don't rush. Don't rush into the Justice Act because of what's going on with the elections and things like that and jurisdiction. I think that needs to be taken care of. The community needs to be more informed. I know the council is putting out a lot of information, but ask questions. Don't take everything that you see on television as face value, because sometimes it's done the way it's done for a reason. and look into that. As far as Keith, you know, hopefully, you know, good minds will work that out at the end, and something will come out of it. We don't end up back into another election for the Grand Chief. As far as the by-election, I hope that some of the things that you're saying don't come true, and it goes on without a hitch, and we have another counselor. But you know, things are going to happen the way they will, and we'll be back probably in another month or so discussing this again if it continues. But I'm hoping it doesn't. You get the last word.
Well, it's, the by-election is like the election for the Grand Chief. You only get one vote for one person, and it changes the dynamic. You know, Governor Rio got 421 votes. There's 421 people who thought he could be on council. Those 421 votes will go somewhere else. We'll have to go somewhere. Will Clinton run again? Will it go to Clinton Phillips, or will it go to somebody else? You know, we'll get to see. And then and we'll see who will protest that election. The recent history is in the last 2 or 3 elections that there's controversy, and the by-election it may have more controversy. This all makes traditional government look very good.
You know what? You're right. And since I was 18 years old, I voted in every election except this one, and I just felt that it didn't matter. There was too much controversy, and it was crazy because I covered it, and because of what's going on, and all the stuff that I hear in the background. There's a lot of councillors that had got in, you know, chiefs that had got in that were friends of mine, and you know, I'm glad that they did. I'm glad that they didn't go out. They didn't lose by 1 vote, because that would have been me. But anyway, let's hope that things work out, and I thank you very much for coming on again. And you know, in the near future, we'll have you again. You've been watching On the Record. I'm your host, Michael Stalk. If you have any questions or comments surrounding this show or any other show, you can call us at 450-632-NEWS. That's 450-632-6397. Yawa, and Onigi Wahi.